see by the dawn's early light.
The 1984 Pittsburgh Steelers were one of pro football's youngest teams, and they suffered through their share of growing pains.
And Pagel is being chased. They got him to the leg. No call. He scampers out of there, goes on the move, and it is caught. Here they come down the field, caught by Ray Butler, and Butler goes into the end zone to score.
But over the long haul, Pittsburgh's youth proved to be a plus.
Who slips, sinks, Kansas City ships the #1 draft choice.
And their experience made the difference.
I mean, Stallworth just took him to the cleaners on this one. It's amazing. The Stallworth is caught.
For the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1984 was a year of unexpected accomplishment, a turning point season in the history of a proud franchise.
Land of the free and the home of the brave.
Two tight ends. Tight eye left. Tight end off. Robin, get ready to beat a Mike Becker.
Last summer in Texas Stadium, the Pittsburgh Steelers played a tough tune-up game against the Dallas Cowboys. As always, linebacker Jack Lambert was his intense, intimidating self.
Double wing, Larry. Ace. That'll cool your ass off.
But on opening day, on Pittsburgh's very first defensive series, the unthinkable occurred. A dislocated toe sidelined the greatest inside linebacker in football. If these 84 Steelers were to survive, new defensive leaders would have to step forward.
Ferragamo firing upfield. Picked off. Washington at the 11, down to the 5, end zone, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Third-year cornerback Sam Washington answered the call. Through the season's first 5 weeks, Washington intercepted 6 passes, 2 of which he returned for touchdowns. Rookie Chris Brown answered the call, splitting time with Washington at the right corner. Second-year free safety Eric Williams played himself into a starting spot. Veteran strong safety Donnie Shell led the team with 7 interceptions, giving him 43 for his career, the most among all active players. In all, Pittsburgh picked off 31 passes. Only Seattle recorded more interceptions and scored more defensive touchdowns.
On third and about 3.5, and Schoenert firing, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the far side of the field, running with the ball is Woodruff down the sideline to the 10, the 5. Woodruff takes it in for the touchdown. Wayne Woodruff intercepting on the far side of the field and returning it all the way.
Pittsburgh was even better at stopping the run. No team in the AFC allowed fewer yards per rushing attempt than the 84 Steelers. Year in and year out, Pittsburgh plays the run as well as any team in football. 1984 was no exception.
Pitching the ball to Moriarty. Moriarty hit and fumbled. Ball is scooped up. Hinkle picks up the fumble, and he's over to 15, the 10, the 5. Hinkle goes in for a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Their success began with nose tackle Gary Dunn, who shoved aside the best centers in the game. Behind Dunn were a pair of rookie inside linebackers, despite their combined 10 years experience. David Little spent 3 seasons as Lambert's understudy. Robin Cole worked his first 7 on the outside. But together on the inside, Little and Cole worked in tandem to snuff out enemy ground attacks and performed so well together that Robin Cole was elected to his first ever Pro Bowl. Third-year outside linebacker Brian Hinkle might also have made the Pro Bowl had he played for some other NFL team. But in Pittsburgh, Hinkle's counterpart was a mild-mannered young man-eater by the name of Mike Merriweather. Number 57 made good things happen. His 15 sacks set a new single-season Steeler record. He was the Pied Piper of Pittsburgh's pass rush, blazing a trail for linemen John Goodman and Mark Catano, Edmund Nelson, Keith Willis, and Keith Gary. It was high-pressure defense at its punishing best. Yes, when Jack Lambert was injured, the entire Steel Curtain answered the call.
Montana goes back. Montana firing out to the far side. Picked off over there by Hinkle. He comes down the 45. He's to the 30, the 25. Hinkle is the 15, the 10, the 5, all the way down the sideline to the San Francisco 4-yard line.
Only one team all season beat the San Francisco 49ers, and the game's winning field goal from the AFC's leading scorer came courtesy of the new Steel Curtain.
Butler, Henry, and Smith all to the left, and Pagel is back. And Pagel is being chased. They got him to the leg. No call. He scampers out of there, throws on the move, and it is caught. Here they come down the field, caught by Ray Butler, and Butler goes into the end zone to score. And the Hoosier Dome is going crazy. Ray Butler caught it.
At midseason, the Steelers were 4-4.
Not a flag on the play.
You couldn't really blame the defense,
Listen to the crowd.
for it was Pittsburgh's offense that was failing to deliver crucial game-clinching scores. Fortunately, help was on the way.
At wide receiver from Southern Mississippi, number 83, Louis Lips.
When Pittsburgh's top draft choice was introduced, he didn't sound very popular. But nothing could have been further from the truth. Early in the season, quarterback David Woodley discovered that Louis Lips had both hands and a heart.
When he gets the ball, he catches it. And you can see his concentration in practice and then his working in the game. And he's going to be a big play receiver in the National Football League.
Lips gave Pittsburgh a season of big plays and was a runaway choice for NFL Rookie of the Year.
And Lips backs up to his own 25-yard line, takes the ball, running to the left, back to the right, over the 35, the 40, stays on his feet, needs a block, over the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35. He's still going to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Louis Lips on the return, and he brought it back 75.
Lips was the prize of a rookie crop that produced a dozen new offensive performers. At 6 feet 6 inches, rookie wide receiver Weegie Thompson was tough to outjump in the end zone. Rookie tight end Chris Kolodziejski set up a touchdown with this catch against the 49ers, while rookie quarterback Scott Campbell threw his first ever NFL scoring pass on Monday Night Football. Rookie guard Terry Long became one of Chuck Noll's trap men, opening the hole for rookie Rich Ehrenberg's touchdown in the AFC Championship game. Ehrenberg was Pittsburgh's best receiver out of the backfield, a 9th-round selection, and an unlikely hero in Pittsburgh's finest draft in a decade. Anchoring all this youth was Pro Bowl center Mike Webster, who at 32 years of age could still blow open a hole for Frank Pollard to score. Four-time Super Bowl veteran Larry Brown missed half a season due to injury. But with Pete Rostowski, Craig Wolfley, Webster, Long, and Tunch Ilkin up front, the trap-happy Steelers still made holes. And even when they didn't, tough, punishing Frank Pollard was always willing to improvise. Pollard finished as the AFC's 6th leading rusher and was one of 3 young veterans whose second-half performance helped turn close games into Steeler victories. The second was 1982's top draft pick, running back Walter Abercrombie, who hasn't fumbled in his last 197 attempts. The third, and very important, was 1980's top draft choice, quarterback Mark Malone. With only a dozen NFL starts to his credit, Malone still draws upon instinct to survive. But he stands tall in the face of the rush and delivers the ball with an accuracy and poise that betray his limited NFL experience. But the man who meant the most to Pittsburgh's offense, the man who led the AFC in both receptions and total receiving yardage, was 11-year veteran John Stallworth. Mark Malone's development as a quarterback paralleled the return to form of number 82.
After 11 years, I've seen a lot of different coverages. I don't think they can do a whole lot of things that I haven't seen, and making those adjustments, I'm going to be open. And on every play, I hope.
And so it must have seemed to Pittsburgh's opponents. In 1984, John Stallworth became the Pittsburgh Steelers' all-time leader in receptions and touchdown passes. He made Mark Malone look good, and the best cornerbacks in football look silly. And the irony of it was, he did it after losing the '83 season to injury, prompting many to predict his early retirement.
Those people with that attitude gave me more incentive to come back and do well, to prove that I was not washed up. Felt that I still had the ability to play the game, and felt that I was looking at it objectively and saying that.
Play fake again, pumps, steps over to the right, lets it fly for Stallworth. Stallworth maneuvers around the defensive back, takes it for the touchdown. Big play. And Malone back there going deep to Stallworth, got him out there all alone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stallworth beating John Turner by about a half mile.
Oh, I'm telling you, Turner, he couldn't keep up with that old man, no way.
Slowly but surely, the '84 Steelers were developing killer instinct. Yet, after 15 weeks, they still hadn't clinched the Central Division title. One last chance remained, and the Steeler faithful were looking to the Lord for a helping hand. For the 1984 Steelers, it all boiled down to this. A win over the Raiders on the season's final Sunday would give Pittsburgh the Central Division title. A loss would end the Steelers' season.
Wilson going deep, got his man out there, and it is intercepted by Donnie Shell. Great play by Donnie Shell.
Come on, squeeze it down. Let's put something in the bank.
Pittsburgh clung to a precarious 6-0 lead until a trio of second-half plays sealed the verdict.
And Walters headed downfield, one man after him inside the 10 to 5. They get him down at the 2-yard line. Back, they come after him, they hit him, and they don't get him, and he fires the far side as an intercepted. It is Pittsburgh's ball.
It took 16 long weeks, but the Pittsburgh Steelers were finally champions.
That's right. They said we couldn't do it, huh?
In the opening round of the playoffs, the Steelers once again were underdogs.
That game! Go D! Let's stop him, D! Kill him! All right! All right! All right!
The snap. Elway under a rush. Lobs it downfield, intercepted at the 4-yard line, back over the 5. Gary Dunn with the football comes out to the 10-yard line. And Malone fires it very sharply, and it is caught by Lips. He's fighting his way all the way down to the goal line. Touchdown, the official says. Touchdown, he says. It is a touchdown.
Oh, you bet she drilled him coming across the middle in traffic. And Steve Foley, the safety man, tried to tackle Louis Lips. Louis says, nothing doing here, Buster. The Steelers going to tie up this football game.
With the score tied at 17, the Steel Curtain shut out the Broncos the rest of the afternoon and evening.
The snap, the kick, and it is off to the side. No good. No problem. Woods Johnson to the left. A wingman on the right side from the shotgun. Elway drills it down the middle. Picked off. Taken by Williams. He's over the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Headed down the sideline. He's all the way to the end zone. And they say went out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
The mighty Denver Broncos were about to be busted.
Gives it to Pollard. Pollard fights. He goes into the end zone. Second effort, Frankie Pollard. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hit a defensive man. Bounced off of him. Kept digging forward. Went into the end zone. And Pollard is jubilant.
We did a lot of things bad, turned the ball over, did some things we didn't want to do early. This team never got down. They just kept pumping and going after it, and we won the ball game. And I'll tell you, I love to be associated with these guys. They're super people.
Chuck Noll's Super People were now just 60 minutes from the Super Bowl. And only the Miami Dolphins stood in their path. Down in the trenches, Pittsburgh won the game's early battles. Up in the skies, the Steelers more than held their own. But in the end, despite an afternoon-long all-out assault, they couldn't stop Dan Marino's heat-seeking missiles from hitting their marks. It was the end of the line, but these 1984 Pittsburgh Steelers went down swinging. Wayne Caper's catch closed out a season that Chuck Noll called his finest as a coach. A turning point season in which eager youngsters matured into tomorrow's champions.